Okay, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're doing well today. The next sound we're going to be doing is the eh sound. Where is that eh sound? I can't seem to remember. I thought I left it in my head. Maybe it's in my bed. Ah, yeah, okay. Now, with the back of your tongue down, jaw a little bit low, and a wide mouth. Eh. Eh. No problem? Okay, try a few words. Ben. When you look at a $100 bill, you see a picture of Ben Franklin. Ben. Well. Well. Test. Test. I like to give out a test and tell them, it's time to take a test. Elephant. Elephant. Shrek. Shrek. Dress. Dress. Mess. What is with this mess? Mess. Chest. Chest. Ref. Short for referee. Ref. Chess. Chess. I am not very good at chess. Smell. Smell. Shell. Shell. Bell. Bell. Stress. Stress. Pest. Pest. Pepper. Pepper. Letter. Letter. Easy? How about some sentences? When my best friend got the letter, I told him, forget her. You can do better. When my best friend got the letter, I told him, forget her. You can do better. I regret making a mess of our quiet game of chess. Maybe we were playing chess and I regret making a mess of our quiet game of chess. Whatever that is, it doesn't smell fresh. Whatever that is, it doesn't smell fresh. Ben, the ref, fell, hurting his leg and chest. Ben, the ref, fell, hurting his leg and chest. And the last sentence, she was dressed to impress. She looked great. She was dressed to impress. Okay, this next sound is something that I think of when there's an insect that I just can't stand being near me. And I say, ah, ah, get away from me. So that sound again is ah. With your mouth almost the same as with eh. Big smile, lower jaw, tongue down. But instead of eh, a really wide mouth, ah, ah. Okay. Match. Match. Glass. Glass. Fast. Fast. Cash. Cash. Disaster. Disaster. Reactor, like part of a nuclear power plant, a nuclear reactor. Crack. Crack. Slap. Slap. Wrap. Wrap. Now I can think of two different types. There's when you wrap a present to give to someone, a gift, or one of my favorite foods, it's like a sandwich. It's called a wrap. Very delicious. Snap. Snap. Crash. Crash. Flash. That could be the flash of a camera. Flash. Or Flash the superhero. Apple. Apple. And wrap. Wrap. So there's three wraps. Wrap a present, wrap sandwich, and RAP, rap music. All right, time for sentences. I need some fast cash, but I'll be right back. I need some fast cash, but I'll be right back. After the blast, the reactor was a disaster. After the blast, the reactor was a disaster. You need to have pizzazz to be the master rapper. You need to have pizzazz to be the master rapper. The driver crashed, smashed into glass, and cracked his back. The driver crashed, smashed into glass, and cracked his back. Brad's glad he brought his salad in a bag. Brad's glad he brought his salad in a bag. Now just a few words that you could confuse if you change from an eh sound to an ah sound. There's the word rebel. Rebel could be changed to rabble. Rabble. You could say nets. Nets. It could be mistaken for gnats. Gnats. Trek. Trek. Track. Track. Flesh. Flesh. Flash. Flash. And we have a slang alert. Yes, it's very important sometimes to learn some slang, especially when it becomes more and more common. Slang words can eventually become part of the normal English dictionary. So one word I've been hearing a lot of lately is whack. W-A-C-K. It means bad or not cool. Man, this movie is so whack. Trust me, keep your ears open and you will hear that word again. Okay. This next sound makes me think of an angry dog or bear growling. Urgh. Get out of here. Leave me, my family, and my food alone. Urgh. Relax your lips. Everything is nice and loose. Urgh. Urgh. Okay? Now, let's do some words. Bird. Bird. Colonel. Colonel. Berserk. Berserk. That means to go crazy, or a crazy person is going berserk. It comes from the Vikings. The people who would attack were called berserkers. Hearse. Hearse. Nurse. Nurse. Shirt. Shirt. Sherpa. Sherpa. The people who help others to climb Mount Everest, they are Sherpas. Purse. Purse. Girl. Girl. World. World. I hear those two in a lot of songs together, songs that sound like, girl, you're my world. All right. Turtle. Turtle. Nerd. Nerd. Squirt. Squirt. Flirt. Flirt. Hurt. Hurt. Learn. Learn. As a teacher, it is my job to teach. It is your job to learn. Worm. Worm. First. First. Burma. Burma. Suburb. Suburb. Universe. Universe. Okay, let's do some sentences. The harder you work, the more you'll earn. The harder you work, the more you'll earn. Don't disturb the girl when she's trying to learn. Don't disturb the girl when she's trying to learn. Earl whirled and twirled until he was hurt in the dirt. Earl whirled and twirled until he was hurt in the dirt. The bird went berserk when it heard a big worm. The bird went berserk when it heard a big worm. I heard from some person that the world rests on the shell of a turtle. I heard from some person that the world rests on the shell of a turtle. That's something to think about. Okay, the next sound is oi. Put your tongue down, relax, and oi. Your lips are a little bit rounded. Oi. When I first heard this sound, it made me think of an old Hebrew expression, oy vey, which means like, oh my God, or it's just an expression of great surprise. Maybe something great or something terrible, but You say, oy vey. Try this word. Oil. Oil. Toil. To work hard. Toil. Toy. Toy. Boy. Boy. Coin. Coin. Joint. Joint. Point. Point. Noise. Noise. Oh, I don't like noise. Annoy. Annoy. Noise can be annoying. You all know what annoying means, right? Don't point. It's annoying. Don't point. It's annoying. Should we spoil the boy or make him toil? Should we spoil the boy or make him toil? It was all a ploy to steal the priceless coin. It was all a ploy to steal the priceless coin. The boy was sad he couldn't join. The boy was sad he couldn't join. I don't enjoy hearing that noise. I don't enjoy hearing that noise.